everyone, I'm Ankita Pokharel. I welcome you all to today's class. In today's reading session, we'll read a comprehension about T.S. Eliot. Let's begin the class now. So students, here we have the biography of T.S. Eliot. Let's first read it and we'll do a quick analysis of how it's been written. Let's begin. T.S. Eliot is a great American-born English poet, playwright, and literary critic. His full name was Thomas Stearns Eliot. He was born on September 26, 1888 in Missouri to Henry Ware Eliot and Charlotte Champ Stearns. Eliot took his higher education at Smith Academy, the boys' college preparatory division of Washington University, from 1898 to 1905. He studied Latin, Ancient Greek, French, and German. He began to write poetry when he was 14. His first published poem was A Fable for Feasters. It was written as a school exercise and was published in the Smith Academy Record in February 1905. He studied philosophy at Harvard College from 1906 to 1909. He completed his B.A. in 1909 and his M.A. the following year. He had also worked as a philosophy assistant at Harvard from 1909 to 1910. By 1916, he completed his Ph.D. from Harvard. He suffered from a hernia in his childhood. His parents hired an Irish nurse to look after him. His nurse was a Catholic. This could have been a reason for his attachment and inclination towards Catholicism from his childhood. His writings are also deeply influenced by the biblical stories, myths, and teachings from the very time he adopted Catholicism. Eliot was one of the most influential poets of the 20th century. His writings brought a new wave in writing poetry. His first publication, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock, is regarded as a masterpiece of the modernist movement. His other best-known poems in the English language are Gerontion, The Wasteland, The Hollow Man, Ash Wednesday, Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats, and Four Quartets. He is also remembered as a great source of enlightenment in the light of religion for his 7 plays, particularly Murder in the Cathedral, The Cocktail Party, and The Rock, a peasant play. He became successful in giving new heights to English poetry and other forms of writing. Eliot was awarded both the Order of Merit and the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1948, leaving a strong landmark in English poetry and stirring influence on modern English literature. T.S. Eliot passed away on January 4, 1965 in London. So students, here in the first paragraph, it's mentioned that T.S. Eliot is a towering figure in American and English literature. He was a multifaceted talent, excelling as a poet, a playwright, and a literary critic. This helped him set a solid foundation for his future literary endeavors. Even at the young age of 14, he began to craft poetry. His first published piece was A Fable for Feasters, and it was debuted in February 1905. His thirst for knowledge led him to Harvard College, from where he pursued philosophy, and he completed his B.A. in 1909 and his M.A. the following year. During the time, he also served as a philosophy assistant at Harvard. Eliot had completed his Ph.D. from Harvard, making the culmination of his academic journey. So, in the following paragraph, we get to know, despite facing health challenges like hernia in his childhood, Eliot found solace in the care of an Irish nurse and the Catholic background of the nurse sparked his lifelong affinity for Catholicism. Since his nurse was a Catholic, her opinions and beliefs helped him gain an attachment and inclination towards Catholicism. And due to his inclination towards Catholicism, his writings are also related to biblical stories, myths, and teachings from the time he adopted the belief. Okay, here in this paragraph, we get to know about the literary impact Eliot showed. So here in this paragraph, we get to know the literary impact of Eliot. Eliot emerged as one of the most influential poets of the 20th century. His writings were extraordinary, and his first publication, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock, was so extraordinary that it was regarded as a masterpiece in the revolutionary literature system. Likewise, his other best-known poems in the English language were Gerontion, which was published in 1920, The Wasteland, published in 1922, The Hollow Man, published in 1925, Ash Wednesday, 1930, Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats, published in 1939, and Four Quartets, published in 1945. These all were his creation. Now, this paragraph also includes the legacy and recognition Eliot maintained in the English literature. Here, we get to know that he was awarded with the Order of Merit and the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1948. Now, the last paragraph reveals about Eliot's passing away on January 4, 1965. But before that, he left his profound impact on English literature. So, students, here, after having read the biography of T.S. Eliot, we now have to find the words in the text which mean the following. Most of the words have already been explained by me. Now, it's your time to work out and find the meanings in the text which mean the following. Number A, a person who writes drama or plays. B, an outstanding piece of work. C, followed. D, an event marking a unique or important historical change. E, died. Let me give you all hints by writing down the initials of the words that appear in the text. So, a person who writes drama or plays. The words start with P. An outstanding piece of work. So, the word begins with M. Followed. So, the word begins with A. This is a little bit tricky, but you have to be smart enough. An event marking a unique or important historical change. So, the word begins with L. Died. The word begins with P. So, most of the words have already been discussed while discussing about the keywords. Now, the remaining should be found out by you all. So, let's write down the answers for the given questions. Number A, where was T.S. Eliot born? And the answer is T.S. Eliot was born in America. Where did he take his higher education? So, he took his higher education at Smith Academy. He took his higher education at Smith Academy, the Boys' College Preparatory Division of Washington University. What problem did he face in his childhood? He faced a health problem called hernia in his childhood. What made him inclined towards Catholicism? So, do you remember how was he inclined towards Catholicism? Yes, he spent most of his time with his nurse who was a Catholic, right? Let's write that down in sentence. He spent most of his time with a Catholic nurse, which made him inclined towards Catholicism. Why did he spend the time with a nurse? Because he was suffering from hernia, and then his parents had hired an Irish nurse to look after him, right? Okay. What was Eliot's first publication? His first publication was the love song of J. Alfred Prufrock. List out the awards he got. So, students, here you'll have to go back to the passage and find out the awards he got and then list them out. So here on your screen you can see a table. The first part comprises of year, and the second part, which is blank, is to be filled in with the incidents that had occurred in the following year. Now, you'll have to complete the table about Eliot's life with correct information. Let's do it together. What did happen in 1888? In 1888, T.S. Eliot was born. So, the birth of T.S. Eliot. What happened in 1905? So his first poem was published, right? And we're going to write it down. And the poem was A Fable for Feasters. So what happened in 1909? In 1909, he completed his B.A. 1916. What happened in 1916? Now, by 1916, he completed his PhD. 1948. He received 2 different awards. If you remember, the awards were Order of Merit and the Nobel Prize for Literature. Let's mention them. In 1965, T.S. Eliot passed away. So here together we finished completing the table. Okay everyone, we move on to the second part of our reading, and that is writing a letter of congratulations. So here, as you see, there is a letter of congratulations written to Miss Season Tharu of grade 6. Let's read it out together. We would like to congratulate Miss Season Tharu of grade 6 of our school for winning the Gandaki Province Level Essay Writing Competition on the title My Parents, My Role Model. She has received a cash prize of an Rs 20,000 along with a gold medal. She is the role model for all of us. Congratulations, Season, for your great achievement. Head teacher and Saraswati Secondary School family. So what did you notice here? Here, Saraswati School family and the head teacher is writing a letter of congratulations to Miss Season Tharu of grade 6. And what is the reason behind writing the congratulation letter? The reason is she won the competition for province level essay writing competition. Okay? For which province? For Gandaki province. She won the competition for writing an essay on the title My Parents, My Role Model. And what was the achievement? She received a cash prize of an Rs 20,000, Nepali rupees 20,000, along with a gold medal. And they further write that she is a role model for the school family. And they end up their letter of congratulations congratulating Season again for her achievement. And then they wrap it up writing who is the congratulations from It's from head teacher and Saraswati Secondary School family. Okay students, here's an assignment for you all. Write a letter of congratulations to a friend who recently graduated from college. Use the structure we discussed and personalize it with specific details about their achievement. This is going to be your assignment for this work. How did your class go today? If you have any suggestions or feedback, feel free to reach out to us at learning@dawalk.edu.np. See you in the next class with another lesson. Thank you.